Hello students and welcome to the new session. Myself Mrs. Dipali Jori from KKV Polytechnic Nasik. In today's session, we will discuss about the topic mensuration. So let us first see the definition of mensuration. Mensuration is the branch of mathematics which deals with the study of different geometrical shapes, their areas and volume. Or in the broadest sense, it is all about the process of measurement. Okay, in mensuration we can measure the sides, the areas, the volume of two dimensional shapes or three-dimensional shapes. Again, before going further, let's see the learning outcome of this video. After watching this video, the student or the learner will be able to explain the concept of mensuration. Okay, the concept will be clear to all of you. The second learning outcome is, after watching this video, all the two-dimensional shape formulae will be recalled. And the third learning outcome is, you all will be able to solve the examples of two-dimensional shapes. So let us first recall all the formulae which you have already studied up to 10th standard. So the first two-dimensional shape is circle here. As we know, circle has radius, it has diameter, circumference. So the formula to find area of circle is pi r square. And to find its circumference, the formula is simply equal to 2 pi r. R is the radius of that circle. Second shape is triangle. Both second and third I have considered as triangle shape here. But the two different formulae we have to find its area. Okay, so they are listed separately. So if all the three sides are given, A, B and C are the three sides, H is the height of that triangle, then the area of triangle can be obtained by using that formula of half into base into height. Its perimeter can be calculated by using simply adding all the sides. It's a sum of all three sides. Next, for another formula, we can say the area of triangle we can calculate by using formula under root of s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. What is s there? S is the semi-perimeter of that triangle. Semi-perimeter means perimeter divided by 2. A plus b plus c upon 2. So this way, by using this formula again, you can find its area. Next one is, the next shape is right angle triangle. For right angle triangle, base and height must be known. So if the base and height are given, you can find its area by using half into base into height. Okay. Next, for rectangle, the area of rectangle, it can be obtained by using L into B, length into breadth. Length into breadth. So the length and L and B are given, then we can find its area of rectangle. For rectangle, the parallel sides are equal. Its perimeter can be obtained by using the formula 2 times L plus B. Fine. Perimeter means sum of all the sides. Next, for square, since all the four sides are same, its area can be obtained by using the formula simply L square. Length square. All the sides are same in square. Its perimeter is simply equal to 4 times L. Sum of all the sides. So L plus L plus L plus L means it is 4 times L. Next, the next two-dimensional shape we can consider as rhombus. In rhombus, we know that, yes, the area of rhombus is if these are two the diagonals of that rhombus, then for area of rhombus, the formula is half into d1, d2. d1 and d2 are the diagonals of that rhombus. In this case, perimeter of rhombus is again 4 times sides. In rhombus, all the 4 sides are same. It is not a square. No, the angles are not of 90 degrees. Okay. So only for the 4 sides are same and diagonals d1 and d2, the length are known. Length of diagonal. Then by using half d1 d2 we can find its area. Next is parallelogram. For parallelogram, see the parallel sides are equal. Okay. So for parallelogram area, the formula is base into height. It is base B into H, this length, height. Fine. The perimeter of parallelogram is obtained by using the formula 2 times L plus B. Parallel sides are same. This is L, so this one is again L. B, this side is again B. Next, for trapezium, see, for trapezium the formula is half into H into A plus B. It is half. H is the height of the trapezium, this distance H. What is A and B? A and B are the sides. See, this is your A side, B side, the trapezium. Fine. So A plus B, you have to do here A plus B. Next, perimeter of trapezium, it is sum of all the sides. Whatever the length of respective sides, you just have to add them, you'll get perimeter. So by using these 9 formulae steps, we have to solve the examples here at diploma level only. So find the area of triangular plot whose base is 17.2 centimeter and height is 19.6 centimeter. Here the given shape is a triangular shape. It's a triangular plot. So how to find its area? Let us see. First draw the figure. So if this is your triangular plot, its height is 19.6. It is given. So the height is 19.6. Then base is 17.2. So now the area of rectangle is, the formula is half into base into height for triangle. The base is known, triangle height is given, so we can use this formula, and hence its area is simply equal to 168.56 square centimeter. As we are finding area, you have to write the respective unit as square centimeters. Let's move forward for the next example. See, a park is in the form of right angle triangle with hypotenuse at 13 centimeter. If one of the side is 12 centimeter, find the cost of leveling at the rate of 10 per square centimeter. So this is your right angle triangle plot in which the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, is the base, is the height. Okay. So if one of the side is 12 centimeter, suppose that this side is B is equal to 12 centimeter. Hypotenuse is already given. Then by using Pythagoras theorem, we can find the height. So h square plus 12 square equal to 13 square means h square is equal to 169 minus 144, hence it is 25, and hence the height of that right angle triangle is 5 centimeters. Now to find its area, the formula is half into base into height. So just have to substitute the values there, the base and the height. Base we have considered as 12, height we have calculated as 5 centimeters, substituted there. So 13 square centimeter is the area of that right angle triangle plot. The one more question, the additional question they have asked that to find the cost of leveling. So to find cost of leveling, we must have to know its area. So for that we have calculated the area of right angle triangle plot. Now to find the cost of leveling, what we just have to do, we just have to multiply that area, the 30 square centimeter, with the rate. The rate is 10 per square centimeter. So just have to multiply area with the rate, that is 10. Hence 300 rupees is the cost of leveling that plot. The adjacent, next example, the adjacent sides of a parallelogram are 10 centimeter, 8 centimeter. One diagonal is 6 centimeter. Find the area of parallelogram. Okay. See, the adjacent sides of a parallelogram are 10 and 8. Adjacent sides. Suppose that the sides are 10 centimeter, 8 centimeter. These two. Just have to assume. The one diagonal is 6 centimeter. Suppose that DB is 6 centimeter. The question is to find its area. So for parallelogram, see, the diagonal length is given and that two sides length is given. Adjacent sides are given. Not all the 4 sides are given. Okay. So area of parallelogram we can calculate simply by using the logic or the formula. Area of parallelogram will be equal to area of triangle ABD. See this triangle ABD. And then area of triangle BCD. BCD. So find out their areas separately and just have to add them. It will give you the area of triangle, area of parallelogram ABCD. Fine. But it can be further equal to 2 times area of triangle ABD. As it's a parallelogram, parallel sides are equal, correct? So AB must be equal to CD, AD it must be equal to CB. So as the parallel sides are equal, we can say it is 2 times area of triangle ABD. Their areas must be same. Then by using the formula under root of s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, we can find area of triangle ABD. For that, we must first have to calculate s. S is the semi-perimeter of the triangle. So, what is that semi-perimeter? 6 plus 8 plus 10. Diagonal is 6. Adjacent sides are given. They are 10 and 8. They are 10 and 8. So, the three sides of the triangle ABD, they are 6, 8, 10. That we can assume. So, the semi-perimeter of the triangle is 12 centimeter. After that, now we have to find out its area. So area is equal to under root s, s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. A, b and c, 6, 8 and 10 we already have. S we have calculated 12. So substitute everything there in your formula of area. We will further get it is equal to 2 into, how that 2 comes? See, by this formula, 2 into the area of triangle ABD. So area of triangle ABD is that square root. Hence 2 into the square root terms. 12, 12 minus 6, 12 minus 8, 12 minus 10. Hence it is equal to 48 square centimeter is the area of ABCD, that parallelogram. We have already calculated it by 2. Okay, so this way you can find area of parallelogram. Next, to find area of an equilateral triangle, the area of equilateral triangle is 81 into root 3 centimeter square or square centimeter. The question is now to find its height. Okay, so let's see how to find out its height. So the area of equilateral triangle is, suppose that it is denoted by A. It is given that it is root 3 by 4 side square. Okay, root 3 by, it is given that the area of equilateral triangle is 81 into root 3. But as we know, the formula of equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 into side square. So into this formula, use this formula, just equate the two terms. 81 into root 3, this is already given there in your question. It's area of equilateral triangle. So this must be equal to root 3 by 4 into side square. So when you will equate it, you will get that side of that equilateral triangle. Correct? After simplifying it, we have assumed that the side is small a. Fine. So simplify that equation for a now. So a is therefore equal to root 3 get cancelled from both the sides. A square is simply equal to 81 into 4. 4 get cross multiplied with left hand side. So 81 into 4 means it is 324 is a square, and therefore further a is 18 centimeter because 324 is the square of 18. As it's in length, we cannot consider negative value there. So it must be positive. So the length or the side is 18 centimeter. After that, you can calculate its height by using the formula. The height is equal to root 3 by 2 into A. A is the side. So what is its height then? Root 3 by 2 into 18, that is 9 root 3 centimeters. Next, a grassy square plot is of side 100 meter. It has a gravel path 100 meters wide all round it on the inside. Find the area of the path. So this type of plot it is. A square grassy plot is of the side 100 meters. So the side is 100 meters. It has a gravel path. This is that gravel path 10 meters wide all round it. Okay, from all the sides it has a 10 meter gravel path. It is inside that square plot. Okay, so find the area of the path. Now we have to find out area of this gravel path. Fine. So let us move further. See, this is 10 meter. It is in meters. 10 meter gravel path it is. So what is that side or the distance remaining inside the region? Okay, it will be 80 meter. How it is 80? This is 10. Again, this side will be 10. So that 20 meter get subtracted from the whole 100. So 100 minus this 10, 10, 20 means it is 80 meters. Okay. So this is the remaining or dimension we can say for the inner plot. Other than that, gravel path. So let's solve that example now. See, side of a square grassy plot is 100 meter. The gravel path is of 10 meter wide on the inside. This is given there in your question. Now from figure everybody can see the area of path, this area. It must be equal to the area of that outer square minus the area of inner square. Okay. So when you will subtract area of that big square with small square, you will get area of the gravel path. So it is 100 square minus 80 square. It will be equal to 3600 square meter. So area of the grassy gravel path is 3600 square meter. Next, find the area of rhombus whose diagonals are 6 centimeter and 9 centimeters. Now it's a question of rhombus. So for rhombus, see both the diagonals are given. Formula is very simple. For rhombus, the area is obtained by simply the formula half into diagonal multiplication, d1 into d2. Very simple example it is, a question of 2 marks. So it's an area of rhombus is equal to 21 square centimeters. Next, find the area of circle having radius 7 centimeters. So what is that area? See, the radius of circle is already given, it is 7. So area of circle can be obtained simply by using the formula pi r square. R is 7. So 7 into 7, 49 into 22 by 7 is the value of pi. Substitute there. You'll get area of circle as 154 square centimeters. Find the area of ring between two concentric circles whose circumferences are 77 and 55 centimeters. So this type of circle they both are. Concentric circle they are means they have same center. It is given that the two circles are concentric. Concentric means they are having same center. Only the area is different. So the one circle is having circumference as 77. The bigger one is having 77 centimeter circumference. And the inner circle will have 55 centimeter circumference. The question is to find the area of ring. Same like the previous slide, one of the example, gravel path. We have to now find the area of this ring. So what we just have to do, we have to find out area of that bigger circle and subtract the area of inner circle from that. You will get area of that ring. So let's see. See this let us suppose that their radius is radii r. R1 is the radius of bigger circle, R2 is the radius of smaller circle. So C1 is the circumference of larger circle. Suppose that you have to denote these 2 points, the points first. C1 is circumference of larger circle, so it is equal to 2 pi R1. 2 pi R1 is already given, the circumference is 77. So from that R1 will be equal to, after simplifying this equation, 2 pi R1 equal to 77. So simplify it for R1, you will get R1 as 49 by 4 centimeters. So the radius of bigger circle is 49 by 4. Similarly, C2 is the circumference of smaller circle. Suppose that it's a circumference of smaller circle. C2 is again given, it is 55. Simplify that equation again for R2. R2 will be equal to 35 by 4. Okay, we'll need R1 and R2 because we have to find out areas of both the circles. So the area of ring between two circles is area of larger circle minus area of smaller circle. So the area of larger circle is pi R1 square. Area of smaller circle is pi R2 square. Take pi common, R1 square minus R2 square. Substitute both the values there. R1 and R2 we have already calculated. So the answer, final answer after simplification of this step, 231 square centimeter. Okay. So let us stop here. If you have any doubt about the contents, you can text me on my email ID. So have a nice day. Thank you and happy learning.